The most significant XRP Ripple video ever is this one. The world's biggest cryptocurrency exchange, Coinbase, is driving up the price of XRP Ripple. Yes, you heard correctly. This is not fiction or a rumor. This fact has been verified. You really cannot miss this, I assure you. According to experts, XRP Ripple's price may rise above $100 0 cents in the coming days. Let's dissect it in detail. Let's get right to the point without further ado. Disclaimer, the cryptocurrency community is only now starting to realize the potential implications of Coinbase's recent covert action, which has the potential to spark a significant surge for XRP. Coinbase has announced the release of Ethereum Layer 2, which is based on the Optimism OP stack, and CBXRP, a wrapped version of XRP that is currently operational on its base network. This wrapped coin is an ERC20 variant of XRP that is backed exactly by the actual asset that Coinbase is holding. On the surface, it appears to be a technical update that advances interoperability. However, behind the surface, this might be a part of a much bigger story that has the potential to directly affect the price of XRP in the future. XRP has been on the periphery of the DeFi industry for years. Although its own ledger is quick and inexpensive, it hasn't worked with decentralized apps or smart contracts built on Ethereum. Coinbase has successfully closed the gap with the introduction of CBXRP. XRP holders can now use Base to lend, stake, or supply liquidity on DeFi platforms. This is an invitation into a financial ecosystem that XRP has long been shut out of. And it goes beyond simple convenience. Additionally, it is difficult to overlook the timing of this move coming from Coinbase. It is not an accident. A federal court decided in 2023 that XRP is not a security when exchanged on exchanges, marking a significant legal victory for Ripple. Following a protracted legal struggle with the SEC, everything changed with that decision. Coinbase did more than simply relist XRP. It also incorporated it into its own Ethereum compatible blockchain network, and platforms that had previously delisted it started to warm up again. This is not merely a reversal of caution, it is purposeful positioning. Beneath the headlines, something else is subtly humming. According to rumors, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong personally owns millions of XRP tokens that were amassed during the height of the SEC case, when confidence was low and prices were low. Though unverified, this conjecture has gained traction within the XRP community, and Coinbase's recent actions only serve to strengthen the hypothesis. Why does Coinbase care so much about the future of XRP? Why put it on par with important assets like Ethereum and Bitcoin? Perhaps Coinbase's founders are extremely optimistic about the future of XRP because they possess or know something. The launch of CBXRP creates new opportunities, it improves its functionality, introduces XRP into low-fee markets with increasing liquidity, and enables it to flourishing DeFi community. Value is added just by that. The symbolism of this, however, is the true kicker. The decisions made by Coinbase, one of the biggest and most regulated exchanges in the world, are significant. A subtle yet impactful message is sent by Coinbase's formal wrapping of XRP and integration of it into Base. XRP is changing and is no longer defensive. Simply put, we're witnessing a silent transformation. According to crypto writer Elalan R. Tarrant, XRP is being incorporated, not only relisted. That integration might turn out to be a game changer. We might be on the verge of a price breakout if DeFi activity around XRP picks up steam and if insider accumulator reports are partially accurate. The components are coming together, but the price hasn't gone through the roof yet. Ripple has mostly moved past the SEC battle, and its utility is growing. Additionally, one of the world's the privilege, ATT was the third DeFi platform, which is basically the best video game you've ever seen. They rated it 80, told most people to start saying that way, and the brain was visible. So imagine if you gave them a tip on actually certain, even though the market hasn't priced this in yet, that won't last long. Crypto professionals are aware of this. Indeed, some are projecting that ATT is entering a new phase. Don't assume that XRP's heyday is over just yet. Coinbase's internal operations could be the catalyst that propels XRP into the stratosphere. Traders, experts, and ardent XRP advocates are raising the alarm on platforms like ASX. The clamor is intensifying, and it's more than just noise, it's conviction. Analysts are adamantly predicting that XRP will reach $49 0 cents on June 7. Aren't just hype tweets, I promise. They are a part of the growing notion that a huge event is about to happen. However, no voice is more loud than that of 24 Heads Crypto, a well-known trader who is intensifying his prognosis, which many people still believe is unattainable. He isn't going to back down from $100 0 cents XRP. He's actually leaning in more forcefully than before. He likens XRP to Amazon in 1997. Underappreciated, ignored, but bound for greatness. The backdrop, not simply the predictions, is what sets this event distinct. We're not discussing XRP in the midst of peak frenzy or a bull run. We are discussing XRP at a moment when it is rebuilding, with the majority of its legal challenges behind it, and my foundations for its usefulness finally being established. Coinbase just unlocked access to DeFi and smart contracts by launching wrapped XRP on its base network. It's more than just a technological improvement, it's XRP entering a previously unexplored realm. Furthermore, the time couldn't be better. Utility has always been at the heart of XRP. It wasn't intended to be purely speculative or a meme coin. It was designed to replace slow banking rails and transfer value across borders. With new tech integrations broadening its reach and legal clarity increasing, XRP is now gaining space to grow and maybe take off. What if none of these forecasts are merely fantasies? If the wedge fractures, what then? What if that once-in-a-lifetime moment is actually happening, but it's taking longer than anticipated? This pattern is not new to us. Silent accumulation, disbelief, and finally an unexpected upward move that no one saw coming. It's not necessary to concur with every prognosis. Perhaps $49 0 cents by June 7th seems excessive. Perhaps $100 0 cents seems unattainable. However, the momentum is getting harder to ignore. Those who laughed at the bottom frequently wept at the top, as history has demonstrated in both traditional and cryptocurrency markets. Ripple is not merely creating buzz, it is getting ready to completely upend the financial system. This is no longer conjecture. Everything is coming together for Ripple to go global in a level that has never been seen before, including Coinbase integration, legal triumphs, and explosive price projections. To be honest, this is the most bullish signal ever. And the following move could surprise the whole cryptocurrency community. The crypto world has been shaken by the revelation that XRP may be quietly displacing SWIFT, the long-standing titan of international payments. Gordon, a cryptocurrency millionaire, shocked everyone when he said, "I just learned that XRP is replacing SWIFT." It captured a change in the way that money might be moved in the future. The answer proposed by Ripple is more than simply a white paper idea. It is operational in the Middle East, Africa, Latin America, and Southeast Asia. Ripple is evolving into a crucial component of the global financial system and is no longer a peripheral player. Furthermore, Ripple's expanding collaboration with central banks demonstrates its potential for inclusion in formal monetary systems. These partnerships suggest that in the future, XRP may serve as the foundation for both official sovereign digital currencies and payments made by the private sector. SWIFT and other older, slower systems may someday become obsolete due to this progression. XRP's price potential rises as its global acceptance continues. Because of its special use as a bridge currency, XRP has intrinsic worth that goes beyond market hype. The price of XRP will rise as more institutions incorporate it into their real-world transactions, increasing the token's liquidity and usage. Whales, of course, haven't passed up the chance. The cryptocurrency world took notice when more than 53 million XRP were moved to Coinbase in a single minute. This begs the question, are whales getting ready for something greater, or is this a precursor to a huge sell-off? When supply is controlled by whales, prices may rise. To put it briefly, the movement of more than 53 million XRP is not all random. It's an indication that whales are getting ready for their next big move, whether it's a setup or a warning. And the whole XRP market is keeping a careful eye on these titans as they play the upcoming